Hello YouTubers, today I am going to show you how you can make your very own notepad. I didn't have a notepad when I made this notebook, so I made my own little 4x6, and you can go to the dollar store and you can get like a pack of 3 for 99 cents. But if you have leftover paper, or you can buy a big pack of computer paper and cut it down, and you can make a whole bunch. So let's get started. These are the things that you need. You need paper, and you can use the backs of paper since it's just going to be a notepad for you. You can use the back of old computer printouts, and it works the same. So you need paper. And for the back of the book, you can use this cardboard that you get when you buy like the Studio G 12x12. It comes with a piece of cardboard, so don't throw it away, ladies. You can use it. Or if you don't have anything, you can use the cardboard from the back of a regular notebook. So I'm sure we all have tons of these laying around. So, you need a pair of scissors to trim, you need binder clips, you need tacky glue. That's the kind of glue I use. You can use any glue that you want, but I like using the Eileen's Clear Gel Tacky Glue. So, let's get started. First thing you want to do is you want to cut your, and you need a paper cutter. First thing you want to do is cut down your board. If I can get it in my paper trimmer. I've had this for years. You want to cut it down to the size that you want. And you can make it as big as you want. You can make it as small as you want. It's up to you. So let's cut this down to, that's 6. We can discard this side because this is the 6-inch. And then we want to cut it at 4, so we have a 4x6", so we can put our paper on. Okay, so we can move in. Look, you can get plenty more out of these. So let's set this aside for now. Then you want to take your computer paper or whatever paper you are using, and I found that you can get more if you put it in the 11.5, because this is, 8.5 by 11, but if you put the 11 and cut it at 6, slide this over, and then turn it and cut it at the 4-inch mark. And here's our 4x6 pieces. And out of this other one, you can get another 4-inch, because it's 8.5. So you can get 2 sets out of the 8.5. And then you have this little scrap. You can use it for something. Then you take the other part. And I always like to... This is, we need to cut this one down at 6. And then you have this little piece left over, which will turn out to be like a 2.5 by 5. But what you can do is you can cut it down and make it a like a 2x2, and you can make a small little notepad out of that. So now we want to do, we have this 6 this way. Now, this way. Now we want to cut it this way for the 4. So we line it up at 4, cut it, and there we go. We have that. Now we have our cardboard, and we have our paper, and you can make it as thick as you want or as thin as you want. It's up to you. I already cut some here, so I have a whole bunch here. I'm making a notepad. So let's remove this. We do not need the paper trimmer anymore. So now what you want to do is, and the scissors come in handy if you want to trim it up a little bit more to make it all nice. But what you do now is, you make sure you have it all lined up where you want it. You take, make sure it's all lined up. I didn't do. Okay, here we go. Take your binder clips, clip it close to the edge, and I use the big ones just for the hold the sides. And you, there we go. Now, what you want to do is you want to take your tacky glue, and you want to put glue all on the top. And I showed this before in a previous video, but today I'm just decided to do a tutorial on how to do it from A to Z. So you want to make sure you get a heavy coat of glue. Set it down. And then I just use my fingers and I push the glue down into, I think I got a little bit too much, but that's okay because it does dry clear and you can just wipe it all off and clean it up. Move that down a little. Make sure you push it down into the papers really, really well because you want it all to bind. And then just clean up any excess. Wipe my hands off. Clean up the top here. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to take some more binder clips and you want to pinch them to where, let's set that straight. You want to pinch it close so it holds it tight so it will glue and the glue will dry. Let's get a smaller one. There we go. Now, you want to make sure that, and look to make sure that it is all pinched together and held tight. And then you're gonna set this aside and let it dry. And it'll take like several hours to fully dry. Okay, so we're done with that. Oops, dropped my glue. So here's one that I have made earlier, and as you see, you can just tear it off just like a regular notepad. It's glued on. It's not going to come apart on you. Nothing. And then what you can do, ladies, with the, and if you cut your paper wrong, you will have, like when I first did it, I had all this extra paper left. So I just made it into another little notepad. And like I said, you can make it any size you want. Another thing that you can do, ladies, is with these here, like I said before, you could cut it down. This is 2.5, but you cut off 1/2 inch and you can make it and cut this 2. And you can get 2 sets out of it if you cut it down because this was 5.5. 5 or 5.5, sorry. If it's 5.5, then you can cut it down to 2 by 2. And then I just made this little holder that you can put in your purse. You have it on the go. I just made a little belly band. Just wrap this around. And then on this, I did not glue them. I didn't glue them together, so that way it'd be easier to just take one out. But you can also glue this and then just tear it if you would like. But that's a neat little idea that you can do for your purse. Okay, ladies, and that's all there is to it, to making your own little notepad. I hope you give this a try. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back with another video. Thanks for watching.